quite fancy it here, I know. I don't. Look at the colour on that. That's not good news. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, let's get to Peggy Joe. Even Speedy's here. Mischievous Speedy. Right, let's get down there and see where we get drawn and let's get wrapped up, I think.
Everybody changed their mind. Polish rules online.
49. Right, good morning. Good morning, fisher people. I'm Alan Royce from Fish on TV. It is Friday the 15th of December, I think. Yes. And I've just arrived at Langold Lake. Just had a breakfast in the cafe up there. That was lovely. I'm here for the Guru Feeder Cup. Apparently this place, I know nothing about it. It's fishing rock hard. It's chocolatey colour. You just take your chance and hope you get a few bites. So I thought I'd do a little video on it. It looks lovely. You're like in the middle of an housing estate and then suddenly you arrive where we're supposed to be fishing. So I'm going to go pay my dues, pay my pulls, and then we'll see where we get drawn. Like I say, I know absolutely nothing about it. Let's get down to peg. There are 3 zones of 10. You have to win your zone of 10 to qualify. There are some mighty fishermen, Mick Miles, Steve Ringer, Lee Kerry, Sean Taylor. There's all sorts of people here. Loads of them. Steve Cooper, he loves it down here. It's mainly, there is carping, but I'm not going to fish for them. Woody says get fishing for carp. No. No, 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 no. Skin bob fishing and hope that pulls that tip round. Still might not get out, mind. I think £2 or £3 won it other day, so that just to give you an idea. But you can catch £20. But I can't see it at the minute with the results that I've seen. So let me get my dues paid. Let's see where I get drawn, and we'll see you on the back. Nice, peg 2. I thought it was a long walk. It isn't. Somebody told me up Wayne it was a long walk, and then it's only here. So that's the wall, and I'm here. And you can see it's how coloured it is, and I've got another Dave outside. You get sick of Daves, don't you? How common's that? Right. Was that with my baits to start with? I've got a different colour ground today. Right. Just make sure this is alright, isn't it? Yes. Right, well, we're an hour and 10 minutes in. I tried my 21 metre line, and all I've had is a busted maggot on there, so I shortened me up then. No signs. I've gone to my 9 metre line, and I've had a little roach about this big and a skimmer about, it were a really thin skimmer, even though it was about that long, it were really thin, so 2 ounce, 3 ounce, mate, 3 ounce, and they're hardly, the tip's hardly moving, it's hardly moving at all. If there's any movement on that, I'm picking up. Apparently, and I thought I saw him really, a guy over there has had a 3.5 pound bream. Now I've put 3 feederfuls out there with chopped worm in. I'm deliberately putting chopped worm in for the smell because of the colour. It's chopped worm and ground bait and the odd dead red. I'm going to fish worm out there. I'm priming that up hopefully for some bream a little bit later on. I'll have a look after a couple of hours. I've just put a winder feeder full of 2/3 chopped worm, odd dead red, and a few micros and ground bait. I've just put that back out there, emptied that. I will probably do that again in about 20 minutes, and then I'll have a look. So we'll because there's not a lot being caught, and I've had a couple of fish on this and now nothing, and I've got that on a maggot feeder. Like I said, the bites are literally, it was just like a little back bite. It must have only moved half an inch, so I lifted, that was the tiny roach, and ever so slight little diddly, and I just lifted it. It didn't even pull tip, and I'm slacklining it, so there's no, there's a slight bit of toe, so there's no bend in the tip hardly. So you should just see anything. So there we go, it's a little update. I didn't film them because it's 9 metres. I've just swung him in, chucked him in my net. I was hoping it might go whilst you're on, but it hasn't. So I'm going to have another couple of 2 or 3 casts on here. I've not put any ground bait back in there, so I might try it with a little bit of ground bait and a few pinkies and what have you. Just see if that makes a difference. And we'll take it from there, see how we get on. Well, we didn't swing them in these, because I bumped one off it. Oh, there you go, look. Bumped it off. It's going to be bloody net. Like the bar up. Can you believe it? That's why I didn't swing it in, folks, because I did it earlier and one fell off. Bloody thing. So I just changed from the maggot feeder to a ground bait feeder. That's 3 fishes I've heard in our zone. There's nothing been caught in our zone. Well, I've not seen a 5-pound weight for a while. Seeing as I've turned up, somebody in my zone's already got 5 pound. Apparently somebody over there, Goose I think it is, has got a bream of 2 or 3 pound. And that actually, I knew it were a roach just because of bite, like a vibration bite. Just knew. I knew it was going to be a roach. So there's 5 pound in our zone. I might have 5 ounce, 6 ounce, but you never know. You know, catch a few of them. You only need a bream to top your fishes up, but we need to start catching them a lot faster than that. There's just not a lot of fish showing at the minute. I've not seen these catch to my left. I've just been told the area that I found that I liked at 42 metres. There must be a diving board or something over there. It's like really smooth and then it starts bouncing again. So I'm fishing on the smooth bit, and I've just told Sean, who knows the place, just show me a map. I said, well, I'm clipped up at, it's about 18 inch past 42 metres. And he reckons that smooth bit, I get a few turns with it being smooth and then it starts bouncing. And he reckons I might be on the diving board bit out there, so that was the area I chose because of how smooth it felt. So we'll see if it's a good spot or not. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty chuffed with myself. I found it, to be honest. It's like catching a bream. I didn't know it was there. I just plumbed about, and that felt the best. So there we go. That's what you get for plumbing up, you see. And typically, now the camera's on, I'm not getting a bite. Gotta have these though and all, folks. No cold hands for Nosh. Right. Come on, fishes. I'm going to change lines because I've been told that when you get a couple of fish, change lines and then come back on your line. They keep swapping lines, so that's what I'm going to do. It doesn't seem consistent enough to stay on it, this line. We'll see how we get on, eh? Right, it's 1:15, we finish at 3. And I'm having a look out long. It's my 3rd cast. I'm having 10-minute casts. I'm just on this line. And it's always difficult to know I've had a first indication on this line of 3 red worms on. Obviously I'm after a bream, and I've just had a bream liner. Now you're probably wondering, how do you know? Because carp liners, once they catch it tends to just keep going. But it was a nice, just pulled around and then flicked off its fin. So there's something in front of me out there, definitely. Better sized fish, unless it was a carp, I don't know, but it looked like a bream one to me. So it's a dilemma now. I can't see the bait, surely. And what I've found so far today is, on this short line, when I put plenty of neat chopped worm in, you start getting bites. I mean, I've had 7 small fish, but they are small. But they did promote bites, and I think that might be the way to go. Is just get your head down and get these, and tiny little pieces of worm seems to get the bites. But they are small fish, and I know I'm behind. Somebody's 5.5 pound up there, and I'm not going to catch 5.5 pound of them tiddlers with the time we've got left. So it's something worth bearing in mind for next time. Prime some lines, get your head down for a few hours, and get as many net as you can if they're in front of you. I don't feel like there's a lot in front of me, even though I've been getting one or two bites. It doesn't feel like there's a lot there. But at least I've noticed it's promoted bites, and I think that's definitely the smell of the chopped worm. All I've had is a busted maggot on the 21 metre line. I'm going to try that tactic now on that line, because if I come again, it's something that's in the back of my mind what we can do. I'm tempted to leave that out there a bit longer. I mean, I've no more liners, but I definitely had a liner. Rod going round and then flicked off its fin. So there's definitely something out there, but where was it? Near my bait? Was it halfway out? We'll never know. I'm going to leave that. It's been in 7.5 minutes. But yeah, difficult, interesting fishing, got to say. I definitely learnt a little bit today. I've been told that Lee and Steve Ringer are targeting the small ones. And I'm not sure how they're doing it. I'm just going off what I've noticed. Sean Taylor's just been around and told me that they are targeting small fish, which might be the way to go. And then try and nick one later, a decent one later on, to top your weight up. And I'm pretty sure that's what Rob Wotton did. But there we go. Just a few little things that I've taken on board so far for today. I'm sure things would be different if it wasn't as chocolatey as this. I'm sure I know method can work quite well here for bream and carp. But in these conditions, definitely the smell of the chopped worm for me. That's what I think. I could be completely wrong. But it's only what I've noticed. Right, so it's not a lot of action. 7 fish in the net. Small fish. Let's see if we can get a few more. I was just hoping that I'd have a pull on this. I'm going to put, it's 1:15. I'm going to put a bit of chopped worm, a bit of ground bait down here on my 9 metre line. I'm going to have a little go on the 21 metre line, see what's there. I mean, I did put 4 feederfuls there. Positive line, let's go have a look on that. And I put some chopped worm in there, not a lot, just a little bit. Let's go have a look on that line and see what else we can learn, because I don't feel like we're going to win anything today. It doesn't, just not getting that feeling. Just doesn't seem like there's nobody catching fish round us. Nobody's catching. I think there's, like I said, there's 5 pounds, 5 pegs up, I think, something like that. Dave to my right's had 2 little roach. I'm not sure what these have had to my left. I'm not sure they've had anything. There we go. Right. Oh, I was hoping it'd go round while you're on. Drag a mighty 4 or 5 pound breaming, but it hasn't. Damn it. There's 20 minutes left. They're the only things I can catch at the minute. I'm not sure you get an ounce out of that. Bits of worm. That's it. Yeah, oh, just... Hey? I'm alright, I've got millions. Yeah, cheers. Miss net. Oh dear. Stuck to my hand, that one. But that's first time I've done that in a long time. Just literally stuck to my hand. I think that's what showing you it. Wind drying it out, it stuck to my hand. You've got to laugh. Nice little flop in on the clip. And that bite, I thought that was going to be a decent skimmer, that with a bite. That's the best bite I've had all day. There's a lot of crap coming past the tip end as well. Yeah, it was proper. I thought, oh, get in, that'll be a skimmer. No, half-ounce roach. I won before, so I've 9. That should have been 10. I've had another look. I've had a good half hour or so out there to see if there were any bream had turned up on that bait I'd put out there. Nothing. Everybody's been struggling, really. A couple of little indications. Tiny little flickers. There's fish around the feeder, I'm sure. But everybody's been struggling. There's a guy up there, we reckon, we call him Josh. They reckon he's got about 6 pounds, 6.5 pounds. He's been fishing at 30 metres. You know, it's one of them things, isn't it? I found a lovely spot at 40, 42 and 21. I've not had a bite. I've had one busted maggot at 21 metres. I've stayed a bit patient on it. I've had a few quick casts on it. I've fished to the left and right of where my bait was. I've not had a sign on that line. And neither has Dave next to me, and neither of these to my left. So, like I said, the only thing I think, the only place I've got bites is from this short line down here. So, I think sussing that short line out is the key to success here. That's what I think. But it's funny, there don't seem to be a lot of fish. Because I'll get a couple of bites and then nothing. It's weird. Very strange. Right, over and out. We'll probably see you, well, at the weigh-in. I think I'm about to lift it up with my little finger. I a skimmer. It's 20, like I said, 15-20 minutes ago, he's just landed a bream. He's sat out all day for that. Fair play to lad, fair play to him. Right, hopefully there is enough light. That's the end of the match. I didn't bother. I wasn't going to weigh in, but he's made me weigh in. So I haven't videoed the weighing. He didn't miss anything. 10 little fish for 11 ounces. Plus the one I chucked back in that stuck to my hand, like super glue fish. I did lose. Well, I was packing up 5 minutes ago. I sat tidying the rod up and I had a drop back on the, like I thought, last cast I'll have another look for a bream with a dendra on, and it's dropped back. I've hooked into one. A much better fish, probably doubles my weight if I'd have landed it. Got it to about 10 metres and it dropped off. Damn it. It still wouldn't have won me anything. A guy called Josh has qualified in our zone with £5 something, £5.10 I think he's had. He's caught on pinky. What I will say, I've mentioned it earlier on in my video, the thing that I noticed, and I know that this happens anyway, but it doesn't always happen. It's certain places that it can happen. Now I've gone with the intention that sort of more goldeny ground bait, because of the colour of water, you definitely get away with it. Put as much flavour in it as I can without being stupid, even though I am a bit stupid. And I had in my head chopped worm, because they can't possibly see anything in that. chopworm, the amino acids has got to bring them in, and that definitely created more bites for me without a shadow of a doubt. And I'm sure in the right area there were fish there, but I never felt like there were loads and loads there. It was weird. I think I probably had a slightly too small a hook, but I can go through that next time I come here. I definitely will come back again. It's a lovely place, nice pegs and everything, you can't complain about that, and I wish them all the best. I hope they get it right up to standard. I'm sure when it's clearer that the fishing's got to be a lot better, but you know, again, I love that, trying to work it out. Difficult to get any kind of pattern and work something out. The only thing I will say is that chopworm is definitely key. Probably opening my mouth too much, but you know, it's all down to how you feed it as well. So we're not giving everything away. I'm sure if you can drop on, there will be a bream or two to be had at some point. People have tried and blanked with them. The guy to my left sat it out all day and got one. It looked about £2, £2.5. So you know, I'm thinking £5 a bit on a couple of lines. Nail that long line at some point. I think keep feeding it and have a look when you've got a few fish in there, maybe. I don't know, that's something, that's your peg management on the day. And the guy that's won it, he's fished, I think it was 14 metres, but it were two big water mussels. It were too snaggy on that short for me, so I had to go to 21. It was still snaggy at 9 metres. I found a bit of a clear bit, but now and again I catch something. About a load of braiding from a carper and 2 mussels like this. So when I plumbed it up, it were all clear, and I've still got caught 3 times. So it is quite snaggy in areas. But you know, love working it out. It would have been nice to have more fish. I'll definitely give it another go. Not masses of different. I don't think I've done anything massively different. I just think I'll probably target the smaller fish right from the off, and set the other 2 lines up for a resting the short line. I think that'll be my plan. All depends how it plums up on my peg. And that's all you can do, folks. That's all you can do. But you know, I still enjoy it. I still thoroughly enjoy it. Lovely breakfast. Nice to see everybody here again. There were some stars here today. Steve Ringer were here, Lee Kerry, Mick Pals, Steve Whitfield, the Bolt, and loads of people. Getting to know them all. It's lovely. Better than working. Always better than working. In fact, it's starting to feel like a job at times. I've had a right week with it this week. So I'm at the Feeder Master Winter Pairs on Sunday with Woody. Let's see how we get on there. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been very high as the water levels. Don't know what to expect. I sense it's going to be difficult. So I hope you've enjoyed this video at Langold Lake. It's a beautiful place. Even if you're not a fisher person, go for a walk. Lovely. Very nice. So I'll definitely be back for another go. And let's just hope that that water's cleared up a little bit and give ourselves a bit more of a chance of catching a few more fishes. So don't forget, folks, it is absolutely free to subscribe to my channel. If you click that notification bell, you get all our videos as we upload them, and a thumbs up would be very, very nice. So until next time, we shall see you at the Feeder Masters on Sunday. Feeder Master Winter Pairs. Over and out, and don't forget to fish on.